Today I will be continuing my realistic offseason rebuild series going in order of the real life draft picks. The Cincinnati Bengals have the 18th pick, so today we'll be rebuilding them. If you're new to the channel and you haven't seen one of these realistic offseason rebuilds, it's basically a more in-depth look at the offseason stuff as far as what they're going to do to re-sign players, what they're going to do in free agency, and what they'll do in the draft. At the time of recording this video, I have updated the team roster as much as I possibly can to what's happening in free agency in real life, and also traded away Joe Mixon and did some other stuff. The Bengals still have Zach Taylor as their head coach. They still have the same defensive coordinator, and they promoted one of their guys on offense to be the offensive coordinator that's been with the team for a while now. So we're going to stick with the same default Bengals playbooks. We're going with the multiple zone run offensive scheme, and defense is a base 4-3. The offensive multiple zone run is a 57% scheme fit, and base 4-3 is 100% scheme fit. The latest Madden update has it at Super Bowl week without the game actually being played, so I did have to force the Chiefs to win the game, so the score is not accurate, but all other teams and scores that you see are accurate in real life, so the draft order is going to be accurate, and we're going to be starting this rebuild right after the Super Bowl is over. We will be using realistic draft classes. As you can see, we have Caleb Williams, Jaden Daniels, Drake May, Marvin Harrison Jr., and every other player that's coming out of college in real life. This is what the team is looking like at the moment before free agency and the draft. And as you can see, we don't have Joe Mixon at running back. I did trade him to the Texans. In real life, they traded him for a 7th round draft pick, so I went ahead and did that. They did franchise tag T. Higgins, but he's made it known that he wants to be traded, so he's just waiting to get traded somewhere. So before the next season starts, we're going to go ahead and trade him away, probably try to get the best deal that we can from whatever team wants to get him, since we don't know where he's going to go yet. I did re-sign all the other players that they re-signed in real life, and I'm making free agency offers to players that are in free agency at the moment. And we probably need to get a defensive tackle. I brought Davis Gaither back. They wanted to re-sign him, so he's going to be starting for us. At cornerback, we're actually looking pretty good. I mean, we have 3 guys that are 80 to 76 overall, so we don't necessarily have a true number 1 guy. And then I have an offer for Geno Stone at strong safety, so let's go check out free agency, see what we're setting at. But we do need to try to figure out something about wide receiver if we're going to lose T. Higgins. We're only going to have a true number 1, Jamar Chase, and then that's it. In free agency, I have a target on Geno Stone at free safety. We're the top offer for him right now. I also have a target on Zach Moss at running back. They signed him in real life. And I have a target on Mike Gesicki. They signed him in real life to like a 1-year deal for barely any money. But here in Madden, he's worth a crap load of money, so I'm having to bid a lot for him against the Washington Commanders. But once I get him to sign, I'm going to go change his contract to be realistic with all these other guys too. We really need to get another starting tackle on the offensive line, so I'm going to try to get Taylor Lewan. He's a 77 overall scheme fit star dev. He has a ton of interest in coming to the team. He's 32 years old. He has no other offers at the moment, so I'm just going to offer him this default deal. I'm going to go after Tyler Tart at defensive tackle. He is 75 overall, scheme fit, star dev, 27 years old, has a good amount of interest, and no other offers on the table at the moment from other teams. So I'm going to offer him this 2-year deal, and that's all the 5 guys that we can target for now. We did get Mike Gesicki to sign at tight end, and I did change his contract. I just looked it up. It's a 1-year deal for $2.5 million, and in order for us to get him to sign, we had to offer him a 6-year deal for like $60 million. We also got Taylor Lewan to sign and Tyler Tart. So I have a target on Geno Stone and Zach Moss. We really need to get at least 1 more wide receiver, so I'm going to try to get Curtis Samuel. He's 80 overall, 28 years old, normal div, has no other offers at the moment. I'm going to offer him this 2-year deal. We did end up getting Curtis Samuel and Zach Moss, but the one player that we did not get was Geno Stone. He ended up signing with another team, but that's okay because there's some tricks that we can do to get him. He ended up going to the Jets, so I'm going to go ahead and try to get him right now from the Jets. This is how I'm going to get Geno Stone from the Jets pretty easily. I'm going to change his position to punter. Save the changes. Doing that made his overall 39, so I'm going to go ahead and trade for him. And I'm going to come in here and I'm going to offer like the lowest overall player that we have on the team. It's going to be this right guard that's a 56 overall. Submit the trade, and they did the deal, so we got him on the team, and I'm going to switch him back to safety position. Now he's on the team, and I switch him back to strong safety, and he's back to 82 overall, so that's a cool little trick that you can do to get players that you can trade for on your team pretty much for nothing. Next order of business is to trade T. Higgins away since he wants off the team so badly. I went to get offers for him. We have an offer from 11 teams, so I'm going to show all the offers right now, and then I'm going to choose the one that I think that they should do. Jadeveon Clowney. DeAndre Hopkins is interesting, but he's 32 years old, so basically like a 1 year type thing. So I think that the best offer is going to be Josh Downs from the Colts plus a 5th and a 7th. He's 23 years old, a wide receiver, 79 overall, and he has star dev. So that's going to take care of the third wide receiver spot that we have. As a rookie, Josh Downs had 68 catches, 771 yards with 2 touchdowns in Indianapolis, and they had a couple of different quarterbacks playing for them, and he still put up pretty good numbers for a rookie receiver. Here we are in the first round of the draft. We have pick number 18. I went ahead and simulated to it. Drake May is still available at quarterback. Obviously, we don't need a quarterback. We got Joe Burrow. Malik Neighbors is here. McCarthy's here. Cooper DeJean. Nate Wiggins. Honestly, I think I'm going to draft the center, Graham Barton, because one thing that Joe Burrow has not had since he's been in Cincinnati is a good offensive line. And we're covered at cornerback. We're covered at wide receiver. Sure, we could take one of those guys. Nothing is going to be better than upgrading the offensive line to help protect Joe Burrow. So I'm going to draft Graham Barton from Duke, 6'5", 313 pounds. He's a center, agile, scheme fit, 21 years old. He has good acceleration, good agility, elite change of direction, solid jumping, solid speed, and solid strength. He's got hidden dev with 85 strength. Here in the second round, I'm going to draft this defensive tackle, T'Vondre Sweat from Texas. Dude is 6'5", 366 pounds. He's a run-stopping scheme fit. He's 22 years old. He has marginal acceleration, good agility, solid change of direction, solid jumping, decent speed with good strength. He's got hidden dev with 89 strength. Here in the third round, I'm going to draft wide receiver Xavier Legette from South Carolina. He's 6'1", 221 pounds. He's a deep threat. Honestly, I'm surprised that he's still available. He's 23 years old. He has elite acceleration, good agility, good change of direction, great jumping, great speed with great strength. He has hidden dev as well, 94 speed. Fourth round, we could use a backup running back, so I'm going to draft Will Shipley from Clemson. He's 5'11", 206 pounds. He's an elusive scheme fit. 21 years old. He has elite acceleration, solid agility, great change of direction, elite jumping with good speed and decent strength. He's got normal dev with 92 speed. I simulated the rest of the draft picks. In the first round, we took center Graham Barton from Duke. He's actually a 73 overall, so he's a little bit lower than I was hoping. He is 21 years old and he does have hidden dev. He has 85 strength, 80 run block, 83 pass block. Looking pretty good. He's going to be starting for us right away. I might move him to left guard though. Second round, we took T'Vondre Sweat, defensive tackle from Texas. He's a 73 overall as well. He does have hidden dev. I'm probably going to make him a starter right away as a rookie. 89 strength, 78 block shed, 70 power moves, 59 finesse moves with 82 tackle. Third round, we took wide receiver Xavier Legette from South Carolina. He is a 74 overall. Does have hidden dev, 23 years old, 94 speed, 94 acceleration, 79 catching, 80 catching traffic, 77 short, 78 medium route, 80 deep route with 79 spectacular catch, and 92 jumping. Probably gonna end up making him a starter right away too, so I'll probably get a trade away one of the receivers that we have. And then the last pick that I took in the fourth round was Will Shipley, running back from Clemson, 71 overall. He's gonna be our backup running back behind Zach Moss. 21 years old, he has normal dev, he has 74 break tackle, 92 speed, 95 acceleration, 88 agility. This is what the starting lineup is looking like for this season. Joe Burrow is a 94 overall superstar at quarterback. We got Zach Moss at running back, 78 with normal dev. The rookie Will Shipley is going to be backing him up, 71 overall with normal dev. Jamar Chase is at 93 with X Factor. Xavier Legette's going to be starting first in the slot, 74 with hidden dev. Josh Downs going to be our wide receiver 2, 79 with star. I think the best move is to trade Curtis Samuel away. We just got him for insurance purposes. We were able to get a couple other receivers. So tight end, we got Mike Gesicki, 78 overall with star dev. Taylor Lewan at right tackle, 77 star. Kappa at right guard, 78 star. Karras at center, 76 with normal dev. I moved Barton to left guard. He was a center, and it bumped him up to 76 overall, hidden dev. And then we got Brown at left tackle, 80 with star dev. Defensively, we got Hubbard at defensive end, 77 with star. And we have Tart at defensive tackle, but actually I'm going to move Sweat up to start over Tart, and I'm going to end up trading Tart away as well. Sweat is 73, hidden dev rookie. Hill's a 78 with normal dev. Hendrickson is an 89 with superstar. At cornerback, we got Taylor Britt, 80 with star. DJ Turner is a 76 with star in the slot. Mike Hilton at cornerback 2 is a 79 with normal dev. Geno Stone at strong safety is 82 with star, and then we have Battle backing him up, 78 with normal dev. Hill at free safety is a 77 with superstar. We got Logan Wilson outside linebacker, 83 with star, and then we got Pratt at middle linebacker, 80 with star, and Akeem Davis-Gaither outside linebacker, 73 with normal dev. So I'm gonna go ahead and make these trades real quick, get rid of Tart and then Curtis Samuel. Let's see what we can get in return. I was looking at trade offers for Tart and Samuel, but they were not looking that good. I was able to get a 3rd round pick from the Arizona Cardinals, and they actually needed wide receiver and defensive tackle help, so that helps them out as well. For the season goal, I'm setting it to make the playoffs. I don't know how much that losing Joe Mixon at running back in Madden simulation is going to affect the team, but it's definitely going to be a downgrade to Zach Moss because he's only a 78 overall with normal dev. Joe Mixon's like a 90 with superstar dev, so that's going to make a big difference here in simulation. We're here at week 4 and we're currently 2-1. We have a weekly award here, so I'm gonna check that out. See who got this win award here. We got Joe Burrow, 289 passing yards, 4 passing touchdowns, 11 rushing yards. And dang, look at that. DeJean, the rookie corner with the Texans, had 2 interceptions in one game. Wow. We're at week 7 and we're actually 5-1. We're doing really good. We have a breakout opportunity for a defensive back here, so let's find out who it's gonna be for. It's going to be for Geno Stone, the safety. Hold the Chiefs to less than 150 passing yards or get Geno Stone 2 interceptions, forced fumbles, tackles for loss, or sacks. We got blown out by the Chiefs 42-26, but let's see if we got this breakout opportunity. No, he said he had a quiet game out there. And with that loss to the Chiefs, we're at the week 8 midseason point. We're currently 5-2, leading the division. The Ravens are 4-3, Steelers are 2-4, and the Browns are 1-5. Check out the season stats and see how we're doing halfway through the season here. Joe Burrow has 1,796 yards passing, 18 touchdowns, only 1 interception, 72% completion with a 118 rating. Dude is MVP so far the first half of the season. Zach Moss at running back, 400 yards, 3.6 per carry, which is terrible. 4 touchdowns. Receiving, Jamar Chase, 500 yards, 5 touchdowns. Downs has 459 yards with 5 touchdowns. And Leggett, 300 yards, 2 touchdowns. Gesicki, 250 yards, 5 touchdowns. So he's been a red zone threat. Defensively, Logan Wilson leading the team in tackles with 52 sacks. Hubbard only has 3, that's leading the team. And then Logan Wilson has 3 interceptions. Geno Stone has 2. We have 3 rookies with hidden dev, so I want to see if they're revealed. And left guard Barton has star dev. He's up to a 78. Leggett has star and he's a 75. And then defensively, defensive tackle Sweat is up to a 75, but he still has a hidden dev. Still needs a lot of more reps to reveal it. The very next week, week 9, we just beat the Eagles 49-28, and we got a lot of stuff going on here. We got a weekly award, so let's check that out first. It's going to be Joe Burrow once again, 318 yards passing, 4 touchdowns. Dude is MVP by far so far. We got a breakout opportunity for a wide receiver. Let's see who that's going to be for. It's going to be, did they say the name? No. Still not saying the name. It's going to be for Josh Downs, 3 touchdowns or 150 yards rushing receiving. And then we have a breakout running back opportunity here for Zach Moss. That would be good if we could get that. 2 touchdowns or 100 yards rushing receiving. Man, we straight destroyed the Steelers 40-0. Let's see if we got these breakout opportunities here. We need these dev trade upgrades. Did not get it done, coach. I don't know which one it was for because it didn't say. So let's see if the other one got it done. Zach Moss. Always thought of him as a serviceable backup even back in his college days, but if we develop him properly, I think he could be a special player. And he got a star dev upgrade, plus he got 5,000 XP. That's going to be big for the rest of the season. Week 14, we are 10-2. We got a weekly award here. Who's it going to be for? Joe Burrow once again. 288 yards passing, 3 passing touchdowns. He got sacked 3 times. Joe Burrow has been balling out in this season, man. And we have a breakout QB opportunity for Joe Burrow. Doesn't he already have X Factor, or does he just have Superstar? I can't remember. I think he just has Superstar. Throw 1 or fewer interceptions and have 400 scrimmage yards or 4 total touchdowns with Joe Burrow to increase his depth trait to X Factor. Alright, so yeah, he definitely only has Superstar. Unfortunately, we lost to the Titans 21-14, but let's see if we got this dev trait upgrade. No, we did not. End of the regular season, we finished 14-3, won the division. The Ravens went 8-9, the Steelers went 6-11, the Browns went 4-13. See how we did season stats wise. Third ranked offense, Joe Burrow, third most passing yards, third most passing touchdowns, sixth best passer rating, defensively ranked 11th. Joe Burrow, 4,300 yards passing, 33 touchdowns, only 3 interceptions, 73% completion with a 116 rating. That is an MVP contention season for sure. Zach Moss had a way better second half of the season. Dude had 1,000 yards, 4 yards per carry with 17 rushing touchdowns. Nice. Receiving, Jamar Chase, 102 catches, 1,200 yards, 8 touchdowns, doing Jamar Chase things. Josh Downs, 85 catches, 972 yards, 11 touchdowns. The rookie Xavier Legette, 872 yards, 4 touchdowns. Tight end Mike Gesicki, 70 catches, 624 yards with 7 touchdowns. And then the backup running back Will Shipley had 31 catches for 297 yards with 0 touchdowns. Defensively, Logan Wilson, 132 tackles, led the team. Geno Stone, second most with 94. Tackles for loss, Trey Hendrickson, 16. BJ Hill had 14, and then Cam Sample had 10. Sacks, Trey Hendrickson had 7.5. Sam Hubbard had 7. BJ Hill, 2.5. Sample had 2. Interceptions, Logan Wilson had 4. Geno Stone, 3. And then Pratt, Taylor Britt, Daxton Hill, and Mike Hilton all had 2 interceptions. We're going to be playing against the 10-7 Jacksonville Jaguars in the wild card round. We also have the Chiefs against the Chargers, the Texans against the Dolphins, and the Bills had a first round bye week. We beat the Jaguars 31-23. Now we're going to be playing against the 14-3 Kansas City Chiefs. Chiefs just beat the Chargers 35-28. And then we have the Bills against the Dolphins on the other side. Unfortunately, the Chiefs beat us by 7 points, 28-21. Joe Burrow had a crazy game. He had a 128 rating, 238 yards with 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. Patrick Mahomes had a pretty good game, 211 rating, 373 passing yards, 1 touchdown, no interceptions. Rushing, Pacheco had 85 yards with 2 touchdowns. Zach Moss basically did nothing. Receiving, Jamar Chase, 8 catches, 133 yards, and a touchdown. Kadarius Toney had 100 yards. Our second best receiver, Josh Downs, 41 receiving yards with 0 touchdowns. And the rookie, Xavier Legette, had 2 touchdowns on 3 catches. Nice. Defensively, Cam Taylor Britt had 10 tackles. Pratt had 10 tackles. Wilson had 9. So that means that we're on defense a lot. All of our guys are leading the team in tackles, or the whole entire both teams, like the whole game, I guess. Sacks, BJ Hill was the only one that had 1, and then there was no interceptions. The 49ers beat the Chiefs in the Super Bowl 35-17. Brock Purdy won Super Bowl MVP. Patrick Mahomes won MVP of the regular season with the Chiefs. Zach Taylor won Coach of the Year with the Bengals. Nice. Patrick Mahomes won Offensive Player of the Year with the Chiefs. Max Crosby won Defensive Player of the Year with the Raiders. Caleb Williams won Offensive Rookie of the Year with the Commanders. And Kool-Aid McKinstry won Defensive Rookie of the Year with the Cardinals. I was curious to see what Patrick Mahomes' stats were since he won MVP over Joe Burrow. And yeah, he had like 500 yards more passing. And he had, 12 more touchdowns and only 1 more interception. 75% completion, which was 2% more than Joe Burrow. And his rating was 7 or 8 points more. So yeah, he definitely deserved to win that over Joe Burrow. This is what the final team looks like. Joe Burrow did end up jumping up to X Factor, I guess, after having that good season. He's at 98 overall. Zach Moss, he did jump up to star dev in the middle of the season, but I guess he lost it. He's already back down to normal dev. 79 overall. Jamar Chase, 98 with X Factor. Legette's a 78 with star. Downs is a 84 with star. Gesicki is 79 with star. Luan's a 77. He dropped down to normal dev. Cap was a 79 with star. Karras is a 75 with normal. Barton is up to 80. Dang, as a star dev. Brown at left tackle is 80 with star. Defensively, Hubbard's down to normal dev, 78 overall. Sweat is a 78 overall, and he had star dev. BJ Hill's at 80 with normal dev. Hendrickson's at 91 with star. Taylor Britt's 83 with star. Turner's a 76 with star. Hilton's at 80 with normal. Geno Stone's up to 86 with star. Davis Gaither's at 75 with normal. Pratt's at 83 with star. Wilson's at 84 with star. And then Hill's at 82. Dropped down to star dev. He did have superstar. Overall, I think it was a pretty good rebuild. We made it all the way to against the Chiefs in the playoffs, and they beat us, unfortunately. Zach Moss actually had a pretty good second half of the season. Joe Burrow was balling out. Dude should have won MVP, but Patrick Mahomes had a way better season. so that's why he won it. But that's gonna be it for the video. If you like what you saw, please subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, say something down in the comments. Appreciate y'all for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.